Sam Howell's kind of an enigma for me because we've seen 10 games for him now, and some games he looks great. He looks like a franchise guy, and other times he doesn't look like the answer whatsoever. So, my takeaway for the Commanders, they have some nice pieces on offense. Sam Howell is an interesting guy where it wouldn't be completely crazy if they gave him another year. I don't know if he's going to bring you to the promised land necessarily, but the Commanders seem like they're kind of selling stock. They traded away Montez Sweat. They traded away Chase Young. Their defense looks like they're starting to rebuild that a little bit. And then for the Seahawks, made some big plays when it mattered. They had that bomb to DK to set up the field goal to win the game. But Seahawks, they're a playoff team, 100%. We've talked about that already. Interesting game overall. But yeah, what was your takeaway on this one?
Yeah, I thought this was one of the most underrated games of the week, if not the season, where we saw Sam Howell go to Seattle and then have a great game where he's able to keep them in the game. That's a great defense that he's going up against. They have Witherspoon, and then they have Reek Woolen wreaking havoc, and then they have Boye Mafe on that defense, who's been one of the most underrated players in the league. And then Sam Howell was able to go up there, make plays when it mattered, and he's been able to do that all season. So I think Sam Howell has definitely earned another year because he's in his rookie season, essentially. I know he sat on the bench, but he's only played 11 games. So we're still judging him as a rookie, and he's making rookie mistakes. I want to see when he's able to read the defenses, make those adjustments, make the check when he sees a blitz there, adjust the blocking on that team, and be able to work pre-snap. And you have a good offensive coordinator this year with Eric Bieniemy, and then Ron Rivera, his calling card has been defense, and then he was able to make the playoffs with that Commanders defense the first year when Chase Young was a rookie, and they've gotten worse and worse on defense every single year. He has these inexplicable errors where he's like, oh, how could you say we're eliminated from the playoffs? And they're like, because mathematically you are. And then he's just like, oh, like, for me, that's like a fireable offense. Like you can't be an NFL head coach and have a Joe Biden moment on the mic in a press conference.
Yeah.
And so I think move on from Ron Rivera this year. Clearly it's not working. He's not going to take this team to the next level. We've seen this story before. We've seen him without Cam Newton literally dragging a team by himself to the Super Bowl. So I think it's time to see an offensive head coach, and then you have something with Brian Robinson. And then Antonio Gibson has been a nice compliment where he's kind of moved back into that 2 role, and he's been a great pass catcher at running back. You have McLaurin there. You have Jahan Dotson, who's played well this year. So give this kid another shot. I think he's definitely earned it this year, and he showed you some moxie where he's been able to lead his team down the field, and some of it is his fault, but some of them are also rookie mistakes, and they're called rookie mistakes for a reason. Guy's only played 11 games, so I don't think it's fair to go out and kill him for some of the games he's had. He's looked better than someone like Zach Wilson, who's gotten how many chances now? Looked better than Mac Jones, who's had how many chances now? He's looked not better than Tua, but for his dysfunctional situation, it's a new ownership regime. They're going through a rebuild, so you might as well stay with the guy on a rookie deal. I think you give him another year.